What's up, guys? It's here again, bringing you guys another Black Ops 3 gameplay commentary today. Hope you guys are having a good day. Got a special one for you today. This is the best, well, I won't say the best, but this is the most kills I've ever gotten in a Call of Duty period. Now that I think about it, I was going to say in a game on Black Ops 3 or in a safeguard or whatever, but this is period. My most kills in a Call of Duty match, or in one match, period. So enjoy this. I doubt I'm going to commentate for this entire thing because it is like right at 15 minutes long. So if I drop out in the back somewhere, you guys will know why. But do stick around. I assume I probably put it in the title, so you guys will know I got 130 kills this match. 130. Now I'm playing against a team of snipers. But to be fair, these were not bad snipers. I mean, they were not, they weren't amazing. They weren't like Pomage, but they weren't bad either. Like, they were much better snipers than I am, although this shot right here is kind of nice. And, not that one, this one. And I also hit another shot later on with an SVG that is pretty nice too. So, hope you guys stick around. I did try to shorten it down a little bit. It was like almost a 22-minute gameplay, I think. And I shortened it down a little bit by cutting out some of the between round transitions and all that stuff. So don't think this is split between games. This is all one game, and you guys will see the score at the end of each round, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. But like I said, most kills I've ever gotten. Not the greatest KD in the world because I was getting sniped a lot. It took me a little for the first few minutes of this game, really about the first minute and a half. I was like, I couldn't do anything, and then of course I don't make that jump, which I could have swore I saw somebody make in the in the trailer for this thing, but apparently not. But I couldn't really figure out how to play it because I'm not used to playing against an entire team of snipers. Like, there's normally one or two, but the entire team kind of threw me off. I couldn't really figure out what to do. This was only like the second I think only the second time I'd ever played this map. This is one of the new DLC maps. I believe it's called Beserk, and it just, I don't know. I didn't know where the crap I was going. I didn't know what was going on. And these guys were just they were picking everything left and right. I mean, you can say this guy's hitting shots like that, and it was not pretty. So I just started rushing till they were living daylights out of everything, and it actually happened to work out decently well. I think I've got, let's see, 130, about a 2.5 KD, somewhere around there, a little less than a 2.5, so not too bad. But my thoughts on the new maps. They're not bad. I like the maps in general. I think they're set up pretty well. I don't particularly care for Cryogen. That's not one of my favorite maps. Let's see, there's Cryogen, there's Empire, which is a raid remake, there's Beserk, and there's something else that I cannot remember. I don't remember it off the top of my head. So it's obviously not. Oh, Rumble. Rumble's actually one of my more favorite maps. I will say that all four of these maps play really well for competitive. Obviously, Raid does. We all expected it would. It plays very similar to the original Raid from Black Ops 2. It plays very similar. There are a few little spots where you can kind of jump over walls and see across, and maybe pick, like pre-snipes that people used to do across the courtyard. You can now do over top of the wall if you're coming from the garage side instead of kitchen side. So that's always nice. Other than that, and a few little timing things, there's really not a whole lot different about it. I mean, obviously the timings are different because you got sliding and boosting and crap, but other than that, it plays really similar. I was actually pleasantly surprised with that. Other than the fact that the spawns on that map are absolute garbage. And I'm going to say that about every one of these maps. The spawns on these maps are absolute garbage. Like, I don't know why they're so bad, but they are. That's really my biggest beef with them. They all play very well for competitive. If you're not getting spawn trapped the whole game, they play very well. For team deathmatch, they're absolute just junk. Team death and kill confirm, they're pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a lot of open long lanes. Obviously, they're extremely 3-lane because they were meant for more competitive play and things like that. But overall, they're not bad. It's just they need to really fix the spawns. I mean, there was a game of Uplink on Empire, which is the Raid remake. Like I said, if I call it Raid, I'm sorry, but it was it was a game of uplink, and this kid on the other team went like 68-4 or 65-4 or something like that, or 65-8, I can't remember, something like that, 60 plus in single digit deaths. And it was ridiculous because he literally just sat in our spawn in the garage where our uplink portal was the entire game. Like the entire second half, he just sat there. And he knew exactly where we were going to spawn before we ever popped up, so he was literally pre-aiming the point where we were going to spawn. And then would just pick it up, like as soon as we'd pop up, he'd start shooting. So before we could even move, we were dead. I mean, it was stupid. I got so mad. And generally, their spawns aren't quite that bad, but they're not great. Fractured spawns, which were put in with the new update around the same time as the DLC, they're terrible too. They're straight up awful. I haven't played Fractured on any of the new maps, but I have played on a lot of the older maps and a few times on Nuketown, and the Fractured spawns are absolute crap too. Other than that, I really don't have any complaints about these DLCs. I mean, so far, the first DLC pack I wasn't a huge fan of, but the second one I thought was fantastic. There's the nice knife. Oh man, that was a pretty shot. The second DLC pack I thought was pretty dang good. This DLC pack was pretty spot on, but I will say the spawns on these three maps are pretty bad. The first DLC pack, they were really good. The second one, they were okay. They weren't great, but they were okay. This one, they are just straight terrible. I don't know what the developers were doing for the last 3 months when they were tweaking these maps, but it was not tweaking spawns, that's for sure. Other than that, I really don't have a whole lot to complain about. I mean, they play pretty dang well, I'm not gonna lie. If I had a few more people to play with on these maps where I could actually go in and not be trying to play by myself with like 5 other crappy teammates who don't know what the crap's going on, it would be quite nice. Honestly, I just realized what just happened. I really thought that dude was weak, but I don't think he was. I think he just spawned up. That might be the first time in Black Ops 3 I've ever hit anybody in the face and got a one-hit kill with a melee. I know if you hit them like right square in the nose, it gives you that one-hit kill, but I think that's the first time I've ever gotten that in Black Ops 3. I have probably put in close to like 3 days, or probably more than that, probably about 5 days for the playing time. That's the first one I've got. Side note there, but yeah. Map's pretty good. I'm still yet to get hardly any of the DLC weapons. I don't have the Banshee. I guess I have half or so. I mean, the melee weapons I could give a crap less about, although if I had the brass knuckles, I would do like a Batman class setup or Rocky Balboa class setup, something like that. I'd probably call it Sylvester Stallone. I'd make it Rambo and Rocky combined. That would be kind of cool. But I don't have the brass knuckles. I have mostly the knives and things. And I have the FAR. I got that out of my weapon bribe, I believe. And I cannot stand that gun. I hate using it. It just recoils so hard to the like top left. I really don't like it much. It's just not all that great. 4-shot kill all the time. I mean, it shoots fast, yeah, but it's basically an HVK with extreme recoil, so I don't really see the point in using it. And I don't have the HG40. The one that I want the most is the HG40, and I just don't have it. I probably will never get it. That's going to be the gun like Advanced Warfare that I wanted was the either the ASM1 Strider or the HBR A3 Insanity. I wanted one of those two, and I never got them. And probably, truth be told, if I had played Advanced Warfare instead of this game until this day, I probably still would not have it. So that's just my kind of luck. But I did get the new sniper, and it is well, it's not new anymore, but the DLC sniper, the RSA interdiction, and it's not all that great either. It's a hit marker machine. It's hard to aim with. I'm not a huge fan of the scope, but you know, it is what it is. I'd like to get more weapons. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I fully expect they'll put in more DLC guns, probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks at most. They generally have been putting some in right around the time a DLC comes out. Obviously the RSA and things like that came out. Was it the RSA and the HG40 came out around the same time? Something like that. And then the Marshals and the FAR came out or something. I don't know. It was sometime around there. But it's been generally 1 or 2 legitimate guns, or ranged weapons as they call them, have come out per DLC pack. So I'm fully expecting DLC 3 is out now. Within the next couple of weeks we should have another gun. It'll probably be an LMG or well, the Banshee shotgun just came out, so I didn't think about that. So it might be a month or so. But we have a shotgun, we have a sub, we have an AR, we have a sniper. That basically leaves an LMG. So I'm guessing there'll be an LMG come back, and all of them so far have been remakes except the Banshee and the RSA. The last, or the three main categories, which were, you know, sub, AR, and a pistol too. A pistol got remade. I mean, there's been some remakes, so it might be a remake, it might be something new, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing kind of like a hybrid type thing come out, kind of like Ghost did. I know they probably won't do that because they've actually spoke out and said they're not huge fans of that. But I wouldn't mind seeing something come out kind of like the Ripper, where you could switch it back and forth. But if it's going to be an LMG, I'm never going to use it anyway, so it is what it is. Running out of things to talk about. I got 5 minutes left. But, oh, here's another fun fact about Enos. I learned the other day, I went and looked it up. I have been on a 20+ kill streak 18 times in this game. Now, to some people, you're probably like, only 18 times? That's terrible. You suck, Sonny. Well, you may be right. I'm just not all that great at stringing large kill streaks together. I can go for high kills or high KD. I cannot go for both. So, I was looking at my medals the other day, and I just wanted to know how many times I'd come close to a nuclear and choked. There's the end of 3 rounds, by the way. 100 kills right there. But I've been on a 20+ 18 times, and I've yet to get a nuclear on this game, and it really frustrates me. So I believe after I start feeling a little better, my shots a little bit back on track, which I'll talk about. I am going to do a video on that. I want to talk about that a little later, probably next week. But after I get everything straightened out, my shot's a little more on point than what it has been. I'm really going to go for that nuclear. Like, I'm going to put on every non-lethal streak known to mankind that can get you a nuclear. Whether it's a UAV, counter UAV, hater, throw a power core on there, whatever the crap I got to do, I'm getting a dang nuclear. I don't even care. I don't care if I got to pay somebody to come sit there and spam UAVs all day for me or something in a domination. I don't know. I'm getting a dad blame nuclear. I'm so tired. Like, I just don't have a nuclear in any of the Black Ops games, and it frustrates the crap out of me. I got a nuke in MW2 twice, and then I rather quit playing. I never really played in MW3 enough to really go for MOABs or anything, but I mean, I just want a nuclear medal, like one time. That would complete this game for me, a nuclear medal. I have dark matter. I have hero armor and things. I want to get a nuclear. Or a nuclear. Is it nuclear? Nuclear, I guess that's the better way to say it, not nuclear. Nuclear. I would really like to get a nuclear, just one time. That would complete this game for me. I would be a happy Enos, and I could go on my merry way and just, you know, not worry about all that crap. Actually, there is one more thing I want to do. I've been talking to Robutter about this. I really, due to dark matter, do not have a 2KD in this game and team deathmatch, because I played strictly team deathmatch almost. That or safeguard when I was going for dark matter. So I was using a lot of crappy weapons that I was not that good with, and I didn't want to use. So, and I just missed a quad feed right there, if you guys noticed that, because I could have killed that dude and had it. But I have less than a 2KD in team deathmatch, and that bugs me. I really want to I don't want to end this game without a 2KD, so I've been kind of going hard for that, trying to get it up there. It's getting close. I'm bringing it back up. It was like a 1.89 or something like that before I ever started all this stupid challenges, and then it went down to like a 1.4. Oh, it was just terrible. So it's working its way back up. It's almost back up to a 1.85 or so. But this gameplay is coming to an end. About a minute left. You guys will see I do clutch up right here at the end. For anybody who says I was not playing the OBJ, I was somewhat. Okay, I was pushing spawns out towards the end of the rounds. We needed to push them out. I was trying to like kill horror as hard as I could in our base when they were on offense. But I go straight up real hard right here in this last minute, and you will see that I actually win the game for us with 12 seconds left to go. I think they scored in like 3:54 and we scored in 3:42 or something like that. I think that's what it was. So, you know, right, I think I die right here. Yeah, I get picked off right there, and I think I die again right here. I'm rushing hard. I'm going hard, but they actually set up really well right here at the end with these snipers. That guy right there, that first guy that pushed up, cost them that, because if he was sitting back where that guy was, guaranteed they hold that down. there's no way they spawned back over where they were at, or right on the portal, which actually screwed them because they lost all control of this, and my teammates kind of distracted them, and somebody threw a smoke, and I don't know who it was, but it just won us the game. But hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Peace.